Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 15, Week 2. Welcome to Weird Sound Effects. Today we're taking a look at Los Muertas versus Riki Blinders, and believe it or not, we actually have a ticket this time. We have here today, we have the Doctor of Dota, Randy.
Take a look. It's in a book.
Reading Rainbow?
Yes.
Where'd that come from?
You said take a look, so...
I see. Well, I said we're taking a look. Either way, we also have the man who once rhymed with Chris, but now rhymes with nothing at all. Bliss, how's it going, Bliss?
Going, we'll come back out of retirement just to troll Mr. Crispin a little bit.
Yep. Mr. Crispin, very formal with that. Riki Blinders, the white Joel Birch team. I believe this is the team to beat this season. Los Muertas, the Cheeseburger team, with a massive upset in Week 1. Partially due to the fact that they put Devirez on 1, which was against what everybody was expecting and what Devirez wanted. Poor shoutouts to Devirez. Riki Blinders had some trouble with Lena back in Week 1, so this time they're not letting that thing through again. No surprise. I don't think the team with second pick is going to be letting Lena through at any point in this tournament. Knocked out the Broodmother. If you don't know, Turtles is like 98% Broodmother player by volume. Like only plays a hero.
One of those brood spammers.
Yeah, it's not just Brood spammers. I mean, like, the second most played hero has, like, 8 games type Brood picker.
Jesus. Yeah, Brood definitely be a first ban against him.
Razor, hopefully Arcana Razor or GG.
Razor's a very interesting first pick here, and we're bringing out the Winter Wyvern for the Mighty Midget. Razor's a very interesting first pick here, partially because he doesn't really care that much about the Treant Protector, and partially because while Razor doesn't counter anything on the board yet, it is kind of a soft ban for quite a lot of heroes on the roster. Okay, they picked Dragon Knight.
DK, classic. The tutorial hero from back in the day.
It's true, yeah.
Fact.
Yeah,
when I kind of exists.
When I played Dota, it was you had a Dragon Knight tutorial, then you had a Sniper tutorial.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't.
And now Sniper's the second most played hero.
I don't know. I don't know about this DK pick. Like I feel like I rarely know about this DK pick on like the best day for a DK pick. This ain't one of those best days. What does he think he's gonna do against Razor? Even if he actually does do good, he's just gonna be like fodder for him basically.
Like you blink stun, okay, what do you do after that?
Yeah, because you're not gonna
your dragon?
He's not gonna be staying
Hopefully
in the
they draft someone to do something after that.
No Juggernaut. Not a bad ban. It wouldn't be a great pick for their lineup, so you deny the enemy any sort of advantage, especially the white Joel Birch, who's probably the most dangerous pause one playing in this tournament. Skywrath Mage knocked out. And that's a big title too. Consider some of the pause ones in this tournament. We got Devirez, we got Minoy, we got Mickle, we got Blue Jay, right? And the white Joel Birch is the most dangerous pause one we got in this lineup.
So you kind of just ban Sky whenever you pick Wyvern, generally, because if they pick Sky, it ruins your save.
Yep.
So if you're picking Wyvern for save, you have to ban that hero, or else your hero becomes kind of useless.
This wouldn't be a bad time for a silencer ban on Riki Blinders. Hero's still really good and really messes up both these guys. You know, I always make the joke about what's big green and does no damage, but, you know, Razor's silence is big blue and does no damage. You know, the game goes late, then bad news for him. Tiny getting knocked out here. Somebody thinks a Tiny ban is really funny. Again, I actually like Cheeseburger's ban strategy here a lot. Like, these heroes that are getting banned out here, well, Tiny could be okay, but a little redundant, right? It's still not great against Razor. The heroes that Cheeseburger's banning out here are heroes that would be, like, you know, great combos with the enemies, rather than necessarily countering what they already have on the board. In fact, I'd say, like, Juggernaut against DK is not the best matchup for Juggernaut, for example. So to that end, they're more trying to disrupt the potential combos than trying to target comfort or trying to target counters. Which is an interesting strategy you rarely see in LD2L. I think, oh, okay, Cheeseburger's gonna ban out the silencer. That's not what I expected. Well, certainly makes this ban a little freer for Riki Blinders. Actually, kind of interesting, because I feel like Silencer doesn't do anything to either of these two guys in particular. Like, you know, you could screw Treon if you got the world's luckiest global silence, but, like, you're not really going to do anything to DK. Except Steel isn't making him an idiot. I mean, he's already an idiot. He's Dragon Knight. Look at him.
Got him. Hopefully Persona Dragon Knight.
And goodbye to the Drow Ranger.
I mean, that Silencer ban could have just been looking at a combo they might want to pick up here in the second phase, where you're looking for bigger spellcasters and you don't want to risk dealing with that at an 18.
That's true. But on the other hand, I do feel like the Treon Protector is good insurance for that, because surely logically, in most fights, the Treon ult is going to come out before the global, and as a result, you get the awkward choice of, okay, do I hit global while everybody's stunned and just, like, not act? Oh, Clockwork.
Now that's a Dusty pick right there.
Probably not, because he's not pause 4 this season.
What's he playing then? Jesus.
He's pause 3.
That feels wrong.
Hopefully Dusty has the Razor Arcana. If he doesn't, the game's already over.
You say that feels wrong, but in reality, Dusty is primarily pause 3. He only started playing pause 4 heavily in season 13 because he had to switch over to that mid-season.
I know, but after playing a full season with someone as the other support, it feels wrong seeing them not playing support.
For me, it feels right, because this is how like the thing I originally saw Dusty in the season where he missed every game and got stood in for by Vex, so... Shoutouts to the people who have joined chat who are not saying anything, but I see you, Scotty. Can't get away from me.
Radiant team pick.
Gonna get flamed on cast and banning, and Invoker.
Invoker pickers. Alright.
Okay.
Not great into Wyvern, but what can you do?
Yeah, I don't like it into the Wyvern. I don't really like it into the Clockwork either, to be honest with you.
10 seconds remaining.
Feel like the way Invoker positions and how tanky he is, or rather isn't, Invoker's gonna be spending a lot of these fights just getting hooked off sides and just dying instantly. The Bloodseeker, I'm fine with the Bloodseeker, I think. It's not the greatest pick in the world, but I don't think it's bad into this lineup by any stretch. It is a little unfortunate that he's going to have to be playing this game into 2 more picks, but what can you do?
I think Bloodseeker into a mobile core like Razor is always good, because Razor doesn't want to be stationary necessarily in any fight. Because, you know, you're playing Razor, you want to steal damage off someone, and then you get ruptured, so it's like, unless you already have Bloodstone in like your whole build, it's pretty difficult.
Unless you already have Bloodstone, or you're just stealing all the damage of somebody who's in the Winter Vernal, you don't have to move anyway. Which is certainly a valid strategy. I do think they actually do have a bit to protect the Razor from that hypothetical situation, as long as the Wyvern ults and Clockwork jails are good. Because, you know, if you're just sitting there and the Wyvern ult, sure, Razor's not damaging you, but... Okay, Riki Blinders picking up the Sven here. I guess I can see it. You know, he's a guy who excels at eliminating squishy heroes, and that's presumably Cheeseburger
10
Invoker.
seconds remaining.
Presumably a core Bloodseeker. It'd be really weird to see support Bloodseeker.
5 seconds.
Sven
remaining.
also does enough damage to kind of poke through tanker heroes as well, if he's formed enough.
Yep.
Like a DK.
Well, I mean, the DK is kind of sidelined in this game in any case, isn't he? And he doesn't really have a clear role to play here other than being kind of tanky and standing there. This is definitely feeling like one of those games where DK blinks stuns and that's his contribution to a fight.
Yeah, DK's just gonna exist for the most part.
The big thing
Never
that you
really
get...
dying, never really killing.
5 seconds.
The big thing you get from Sven is that in like mid-late game team fights, it's going to be like Sven thinks about Bloodseeker and he just explodes. Sven thinks about Invoker and he just explodes. And again, being played by, like I said, probably the most dangerous Pause 1 in the entire pool, so that does not hurt. Looking at mids here, interestingly, Riki Blinders assuming that this is going to be Pause 4 Invoker. Which, I mean, I guess it could be. Space Cowboy, the Los Muertas Pause 4, is mostly a mid player, so being able to play a Pause 4 Invoker is certainly
10
not off the
seconds
menu for them.
till the Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Pick.
Shoutouts as well for to Cheeseburger for stream sniping this and hearing us trash his lineup live. Well, I say live, but it's delayed.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Necro.
That is
Necro.
pretty bad for Sven. I actually don't like the Sven game anymore.
On one hand, that's very bad for Sven. On the other hand, and I can tell you this from first-hand experience, Necro against Razor is an ungodly place to be.
10 seconds.
You better hope to everything. I mean, I assume this is going to be.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, it could be Necro 3 versus Razor 3. God help him if it's Necro 2 versus Razor 2, because he's going to get his ass kicked. It is a miserable experience.
I think they flex the Invoker based on if they like the matchup. That's probably what's going on here. But I can't flex it until you know the matchup,
It's true.
which we will in about 16 seconds.
No, we will now, and it's Bat Rider.
On
Choose
Bat
your
Rider.
hero.
I think it's a okay Invoker matchup. I mean, you can kind of, you might die at level 6 if you're not keeping parity. That's kind of the biggest issue.
It's Invoker 4.
So they're gonna flex it. They're gonna flex it into the Necro instead, which makes sense.
It makes sense for the Invoker. Unfortunately, it doesn't make that much sense for the Necro, who's also got a pretty bad matchup in that lane, I think.
He's fine because if he keeps parity, he has an equivalently dangerous level 6 spike, whereas Invoker does nothing at level 6.
Well, the problem is that Necro's not, like the level 6 is not what Necro has to worry about. It's the fact that, like, Necro is good against, two things. He's good against lots of physical damage, and he's good against long attrition-style fights. He is not good against Bat Rider, who can dump a million stacks of grease on your head and then kill you with magic damage in 2 seconds. That's a very bad situation for him to be in.
Yeah, I think Cheeseburger looks to
What?
just attempt to draw the lane and just
That's
start
if the bad
rotating
aggro.
as soon as possible.
So the bad news is, I feel like once again, poor Mighty Midget, his only thing he's going to be able to do this game is just hit ult, and that's it. Is
No
Pops
Razor kind of still looking good, guys.
is for right now if you want to keep your team together. Okay, Midget.
That threat.
Yeah, well, what's gonna happen, bro? But yeah, I mean,
Not only no Arcana, not even a taunt.
it's true. Dusty playing the Great Value Razor. I feel like I don't know. The more I look at this, the more I actually feel like, you know, this actually ain't terribly great of a Necro game in particular. I feel like while he's going to be good against Finn, if he can get to him, I feel like this team has a really good ability to just squash him in seconds if he tries. Like I said, Necro against Razor, that's a miserable experience. If you try to hide behind the Ghost Shroud, he's just gonna hit Hula Hoop and kick your ass. If you try to sustain yourself on the Death Pulse, he's just gonna leash you and kick your ass. And the Ghost Shroud does a lot of things, but it does not break that leash. The Razor can be a problem for him, the Winter Wyvern can be a problem for him, the Bat Rider can be a big problem for him. I don't know. And plus he's not that great right now.
Ends with Invoker walking away, a little scratch. Might get stunned here.
Nope.
If Joel decides.
Joel's not even gonna level anything.
It's not taking Storm at level 1, I would imagine.
Goldblit's gonna walk out the tree down here.
Actually, I don't think you take anything else on Sven, so ignore what I just said.
Well, you could take Cleave if you want to be counterculture.
Yes. Okay, Stormhammer. Yep.
So, Clockwork just gonna get bullied by the Bloodseeker stun. I do gotta say, I don't think I like the Razor laning against the Bloodseeker here. I feel like Razor has five levels to do anything, and it's kind of hard to do anything against this guy in particular. But
it's Davi. If Joel isn't the most dangerous puzzle in the league, Davi might be. So that's quite the matchup.
So, with that being said, it's time for everybody's favorite part of the cast. It's time for the roll call. So, on Los Muertas, Pause 1, on the Bloodseeker, not playing Pause 4, we've got Devirez. Pause 2, you've got Captain of the Team, Cheeseburger. Pause 3, you've got Turtles on the Dragon Knight. Pause 4, you've got the Invoker being played by Space Cowboy. And pause 5, you've got G-Ref / the Beatus on the Treon Protector again, which he's probably going to be doing a lot this season. Meanwhile, on the other side of the coin, on the Riki Blinders, we've got the White Joel Birch, captain of the team, pause 1, playing the Sven, getting stunned by the Dragon Knight here. Pause 2, you've got Warcarp on the Bat Rider, more like crap. Pause 3, you've got Dusty on the Razor. Pause 4, somewhere, you've got Copeless on the Clockwork. And pause 5, you've got the Mighty Midget on Winter Wyvern. Joel getting a little hammered in this lane. It's definitely going to be a good lane for Popsicle for a while. Invoker has a lot of tricks in early levels as far as his cast, but actual magic damage, funnily enough, really isn't on the menu per se. There's a lot of things to do with magic, but not damage till he gets that Exhort up, and he ain't even looking at that. So Popsicle should be a very free regen ability for him here. Having some support trades in the top jungle. Invoker very low. Mighty Midget wants to go for the kill, but I don't think that's a particularly likely scenario, to be frank.
Well-gotten gains.
Invoker's just going to take the bounty rune here.
Mid lane Cheeseburger going down.
Oh, I missed that.
To that napalm.
Classic bad play.
And like I said, you know, this is a Cheeseburger gets tipped by Copeless, Cheeseburger gets tipped by Dusty, by Joel, by the Mighty Midget. Everybody but the man who killed him.
There's a tilt target on Cheeseburger's head apparently in this game.
G-Raf also gonna take a spill here. Ooh, Dusty getting very low in his attempts to stay on board here.
Thought he was gonna get like a free wave and a half here. Or might get a free... Oh, nice cogs.
Yep. Very, very good support player in Copeless. If Copeless isn't the best support player in the league, he's certainly in the discussion. And if he's not the best pos 4 player in the league right now, it's because Dogtown came out of retirement. Mighty Midget is being such a problem for this Invoker and Dragon Knight lane. Well, they can get a decent amount of harass on Sven. If you look at the last hit chart, you can see they're having no effect on his farming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
4.5 minutes in.
It's
No,
because they're
Joe
midget just turning this into a 1v1 lane, essentially. Like, he's dragging the Invoker into the side of the lane. So if it's a 1v1 between Sven and DK, you know, it's pretty easy for Sven. Better attack animation plus a cleave, so he'll get more creeps.
Dusty, very dangerous spot here, but they're struggling to kill him. Mighty Midget, though, not so lucky. Now he's gonna get tipped for his trouble. Gonna give a question mark. It's a good potential place for a turnaround for Turtles here, but he's 10 kills down, or 10 last hits down right now.
You look stunned.
Bottom lane Giraffe in danger.
Yep. This could very easily turn into Dusty in danger, though. Copeless trying really hard. Oh no, Dusty! No!
Oh.
Got him. Sniped.
And then he gets tipped. This is why God invented the raindrop.
Tippable. Tipped by your own pause 1 as well.
Yeah, that's true. So why Joel Birch? You know anything about the why Joel Birch? Okay, bit of a go at
Going
top.
on some Booker. Yeah. Takes too much damage though.
No money for you.
No money for Sven. Really is just now started sinking in. They're chaining the card here to a pause 1 Bloodseeker, which is interesting. And if you think about it, they really don't have any real late game. It's just going to be a goodbye Space Cowboy. It's just going to be kind of a we gotta win early or we don't win at all scenario for the Cheeseburger lineup, I think. You know, Necro is basically out of the game in like 35 minutes. It's gonna be kind of hard for him anyway. They have hit 6 and 7 respectively at mid, but Warcarp isn't even in a little trouble right now. Okay, Giraffe is just randomly gonna die again.
Oh, Bloodseeker. Really low.
He might get... He got sniped back!
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Whew!
Very nice earn plays.
Yeah, good earn there on the part of Copeless. Oh. Mighty Midget's randomly gonna die again.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Bloodseeker's gonna regret his decision.
What, get killed or to play Bloodseeker in the first place? Because either is valid.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. One unfortunate thing for Sven is Sven is going through a lot of regen in this lane. You can see, you know, he just pulled off regen items from Courier, including a finished Magic Wand. Now he's queued up Tangos as well.
Can try to ult here, but
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it with that Dragon
Okay.
Breath on him.
instead of press creeps instead.
Devira is getting a little revenge against Copeless. Going 3 million miles per hour.
It's a bad here.
You know, unfortunately for Bat, he just TP'd in too late to actually do anything there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Clockwork's Courier sitting in an interesting spot. Joel in a bit of danger here.
Russell, I assume.
Dusty in danger.
Dusty is in big
Dusty going
danger.
down.
White Joel Birch just barely surviving a little encounter here at top lane. Gonna get his Sav knocked off by the Invoker. That's very unfortunate for him, actually. He's just gonna have to buy another one straight up.
Lasso used mid lane.
Yep, Cheeseburger looking very dead. Goodbye. Once again, not really any surprises there. Like I said,
Warren
just...
is about to die as well,
Yep.
I believe. Nope. Oh,
Okay.
Radiant's top tower
pathing,
is
very
under
nice. They know where he is because of Thirst, but doubt they go this far.
Yeah, they do not want to take on Joel with the ult top. Sheeraf gonna go down again. Devara is very low, only speeding off because he's Bloodfinder.
Radiant's
Okay, they're actually gonna go deep for him here.
Good for
Necro
shot. Very nice.
is here in bot lane though, but Necro is quite slow.
Alright,
Unfortunately, it's not gonna matter if this stupid slowing creep hits Dusty.
Yet the scythe isn't enough.
Yep, Scythe
Dusty
does
gets
not
out
actually.
alive.
Scythe does not actually get the kill, and the hula hoop back on the Necrolite just takes off half his HP because he's in the Ghost Shroud. Just another reason Necro's gonna have it rough this game. It is now 60 last hits per spin to 46 for the Bloodseeker in second place, which is a pretty rough spot for old Bloodfinder to be in.
That's boost better.
Yep. But the interesting thing there as well is that Sven's walking out of lane 1-0-0, Bloodseeker's walking out 3-2. So while he has gotten, you know, he is still like positive as far as that KDA goes. He definitely had more of a contest of it with the Razor there.
Bloodseeker's actually ahead of the Sven by like 700 net worth. So yeah, while he doesn't have as many last hits, he definitely came ahead in terms of net worth.
That's
Especially with all the
interesting.
regen
Right
that
now.
the Sven was forced to buy.
Yep. Both of the supports just for the Radiant just caught in hell up here. Dragon Knight's gonna show for this, but he is probably gonna regret it soon. Interesting decision on the way he's pathing here, but just not gonna save him. Gets hit by the lasso, just drowns in all the magic damage.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is a very unfortunate scenario for the Cheeseburger lineup. In general, the Cheeseburger lineup is very weak to magic damage, and it seems like the White Joel Birch lineup just has it in spades. The only downside for the White Joel Birch lineup is that it feels like, with walking out a lane phase here, 5 to 13, it definitely feels like they should have more than a sub 1k gold advantage.
Dire's bottom tower is under
You can
The
expect that to
problem
change
comes
with time.
when you look at where the kills are allocated. You got 4 kills on your Clockwork, and you got 4 kills on your Razor.
Right.
The other 5 is
that's
split
true.
between your pause 2 and your pause 1.
Batrider has the DD here.
They're searching for Davi.
Yeah, presumably for Bloodseeker. They're gonna walk into 5 though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
A
attack.
rupture on Copless.
Oh,
The
that's
full
a
snap.
creative attempt to get out of there, but oh my god, they might actually. Yeah, they're going deep.
Oh,
They actually
Davi.
got the Bloodseeker.
What a hook shot.
Clockwork is gonna go down for this as long as Bat manages to TP here, which I mean he probably is. Yep,
Yep.
that's fine. That's totally fine. That's a great little
That's
play there.
100% worth it.
That's a great little play there for Copeless and Warcarp there.
Doesn't lose sight, man. He sees 4 people attacking him. He still looks at that low health Bloodseeker.
Yeah, like I said, you know, it's definitely one of the X factors on this team. It's Copeless. Devirez wants to get his heat back by chasing the last kill. He's like the last person he could possibly kill on this team, basically.
Razor's queued up that shard, hoping to get exactly at 15 minutes. Probably a little after, though.
And he does have this gigantic ancient stack here that he's doing, so...
We're looking at Davi again.
Oh,
almost.
There is one big thing here. It is seeming like they are having some definite issues actually like pushing any kind of objective on this lineup. Cowboy wants to train some mana off a Batrider here.
Did you notice? I don't know if it was intentional, but they actually specifically rocket flared Davi to protect the sword before going on him.
Turtles loses like half his HP in a 1v1 with Winter Wyvern here. Not the best look for a Dragon Knight, unfortunately. Who is sitting at just barely over. Okay. They are going all in on the Mighty Midget. Midget is completely doomed here.
Deleted, yeah. This sets up a push on this tower.
Yep. Unfortunately, astoundingly, Joel's actually going to beat them to the T1 here.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah, but the Cheeseburger lineup is still up that mid-tier 1.
Yep.
And it's not even like it's a half-health mid-tier 1. It's almost full.
Yeah, no surprise on that. Necro is, for the most part, stuck as much as possible to that mid lane, and he's a much better hero for pushing it out in either case. Whereas Batrider is worse and has been active in a lot more combat. Clockwork got a Spirit Vessel, which is going to be really big this game for a lot of reasons. Like, that's a huge item if they can make effective use of it. Finn is challenging the Radiant here to try and split up to defend this T2. And they're going to do it. I'm going to slow down the pace of the game a little bit. And Dusty did seem to get that shard around that 15-minute mark. So he does have that now. And has finished up another giant.
Immediately queuing up that Bloodstone.
You have no surprises here.
That's sitting on 2k gold, nothing queued up at the moment.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's saving for the Force Staff. Or not Force Staff, for the Blank Dagger. He's definitely overstaying his welcome here. If he sticks around much longer, yeah, he's just gonna die now. Okay, Copeless coming out of the sky. And yeah, they're just gonna take out the Invoker.
Okay,
And
nice.
no response comes out! What's
That
with
was
these
amazing.
two?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, they got the response in the form of TPs, but the heroes are just fast enough to be able to get away.
Yep. They're gonna try and go on this Finn now. Kill they can definitely get, especially if
Oh, boy.
all this falls on his head. And yeah, he's just gonna go down in mere moments, which is not great.
Like Copeless too, but kind of doubt it.
Gonna go for Wyvern ult on the Treant there. Okay! Even without this Finn, they're moving hard here.
The popsicle.
The Popsicle, they're very good. Dragon Knight creatively trying to take advantage of the Clockwork Jail there does not really help out much. Devire is behind the back line, just going for Warcarp there while the other cores are busy. Now he's just going to clean up.
Oh boy.
Interesting fight. Ultimately, while the Dire ended up with taking more gold off of that, it ended up just kind of being a lateral transfer of money on the Radiant to Bloodseeker, which is probably what they want. Bloodseeker taking 623 gold off of that probably means more than anything that Dire got, and it also didn't count the Sven death there. So, speaking of Sven barreling as fast as possible towards BKB this game, which is going to be a real headache for these guys. Interestingly, oh no, look what Cheeseburger's doing. Kid Dynamite's going to be pissed.
Radiance.
Oh baby. Why, bro? Like, what the hell?
Make Sven miss his hits, you know?
It makes Sven
Either buy an FKB or miss.
or just buy BKB and use it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, it's only for 6 seconds.
Hey, that's true, but when you're Sven, 6 seconds sure is a long time to be hitting people.
I don't think he hits Davi in these fights. That's kind of the problem. Like, he can hit, like, Invoker, Tree, DK, most definitely. But Davi has shown in these fights that he's just skirting, like, looking for the bat. So,
Yep.
they kind
The
of
only
need to go on him
problem is
in
gonna
order
be
like, if they don't go on him, he kills people, and it's trouble if it's Sven 1v5.
problem is gonna be when Batrider starts saving Lasso for Bloodseeker, because I think there's gonna be a point in this match where there really isn't a pressing reason to use it on anybody else. Once Bat starts adapting to that, you know, hey Sven, over here, I got the scary Blood Man. I think the Bloodseeker just dies in the course of Lasso, or at the very least, Lasso plus the Sven stun time afterwards. Brigand's Blade for Sven, that's a naughty thing for him to have. Cheeseburger lineup doing a good job keeping the gold parity roughly similar. Still just 1k advantage for the Riki Blinders here.
Looking at Davi right now.
Yep.
Corp gets one here. Like a +1 could make this very dangerous.
And Dusty is close, but they're not going to go for it. Perhaps assuming there's more people there than it looks. It's not actually true. Interesting little scenario going on here down at bot. Clockwork is just trying to annoy the Treon Protector here.
Do a bit more than annoy him.
He's gonna die, but yeah, it's just gonna be a trade here. Oh, nope, Clockwork out!
Davi's here. Okay.
W's here. He'll kill the Space Cowboy. Wyvern is guaranteed to die from this, but again, I don't know how much that's, that really matters. Especially with Sven now pretty much free to just take out this T1 mid. Copeless, this is like an astounding performance from Copeless here. Guy can't even do the wrong thing by accident this game, it feels like. But this is not a great spot for the white Joel Birch to be either.
Less they used on W.
Sven is
Because the pause ones are dying in each other's triangles for some reason. Cool.
Interesting. Alright.
I can do better.
Necro finished up the Radiance here. Meth is now playing Dota 2.
Good for him.
Not a good sign.
Invisibility.
Dusty trying to figure out what the hell is going on with his inventory.
Oh no, bro.
Okay, Invoker.
There we go.
Machine broke.
It's very dead.
He's stealing your eye.
That's the Clockwork is so nasty. Actually, it just allows him to be a 1v1 hero.
Yeah, at this point, I'm starting to wonder if they're ever going to let this guy play Clockwork again. He's 9-2-10. Even insane, crazy suicidal actions, he's just getting away with it. Wealth gap is starting to widen a little bit more. It's starting to favor the Riki Blinders, which is not the ideal position for Los Muertas to be in. Looking at Davi, looking at him hard, but they're done. NVM. Now it's time to have a bit of a base race here. Well, not a base race, but a T2 race.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Both sides just gonna beat on each other's T2 towers. Mighty Midget is going to die in the attempt to defend his own.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sven has become convinced nobody's showing up for this. He's a little skittish, but he is right.
Bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is falling.
T2's just straight up trade here. And let me guess, now they're gonna trade outposts, right?
I mean, it only makes sense.
Dire's top tower is
Mirror
under
team.
attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Davi could get gone on here.
His team's right behind him, it's fine. They can snatch
so
him, but
and smoked. So this is intentional bait. Very nice.
not bait they're gonna fall for, though. Okay.
Maybe it is bait they're gonna fall for.
They went on the G-Raft there. Not great.
Oh my, this spirit vessel is such a problem.
But looks like they got the solution actually.
Oh, man, okay, so that's kind of what I'm talking about. Oh, good Wyvern ult.
Bye-bye, Bloodseeker.
Amazing Wyvern ult.
Carpshoe just killed himself on the neutrals there. Not really sure why he didn't.
Pretty sick Winter's Curse.
Yep. The lasso there on the lasso there on tree was a huge mistake. If they just need to start saving the lasso for Bloodseeker and only Bloodseeker. It does not matter.
Anyway, but
Yeah. It does not matter if the tree gets his ult off. I don't think they win the fight in either case.
Radiant structures.
You know, you just need to make sure that the Bloodseeker isn't just going to be able to eat everybody on your back line. Oh my god.
okay.
Dusty ignored the courier for some reason.
It doesn't kill innocents.
Turtle's just gonna get evaporated here. Not having much fun on that DK, I don't imagine. Has a high assist count, but just pretty much just from sitting on people during with the fireball.
Pop the spin ult to Roche. They know this is happening because of the Sunstrike.
Yep. But with the Laverne coming back up, it is a little hard to see exactly what they could possibly do with this.
Seeker's poking.
Yep.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You're not going to be cowed by mere pokes.
Wyvern playing guard here. The Radiant got the kill with Sunstrike, very nice. He's into a brawl here.
Yep, Cheeseburger just immediately falling down over the course of this. I did not catch who got Bloodseeker ulted there. I definitely heard a
I
rupture.
don't know.
What are you doing, Toidles? Okay, never mind. That's what he's doing. Just baiting with Blink. Well,
that will technically count as an Aegis Snatch in the record books.
yep. Quickening Charm dropped here? Oh,
That's it.
okay. Yeah, that happened with the Gotham team last week. Arkosh ganging just dropped some crap on the jungle floor.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower.
Giraffe definitely just trying his best to buy time and everything. It's just, unfortunately for him, this is just not a scenario where buying time is a valuable asset to have in any real way. Okay, Dusty just gonna get hit here.
Oh, the winner's curse. It's too good.
Yeah, another great winner's curse here. Oh my god, there goes the Bloodseeker! No, my
He's alive.
man. They body blocked for that so well. I don't know where Joel was. Should have been there. Just straight up.
Saying it, so Davi survives.
Davi survives, but so does everybody on the Dire, unfortunately for him.
This is a pretty difficult defense.
This is starting to feel like a very difficult game. I'm really just not exactly seeing... Okay. Tree ult in question. Really not seeing what the path is for Muertas at this point. I just don't see the point where Bloodseeker's just gonna out-carry Sven in this game.
They need to make it into a Sven 1v5, but it's pretty difficult when
Yeah.
Davi's getting ulted by 100 people.
Radiant's top
Yeah, your goal is to mess it all up at this point.
tower is under attack.
Heroes drastically out of position, heroes taking 1v5, that's what you need to have even a one iota of a chance now.
Drag Space Cowboy to his death. Oh, Joel?
Yep.
Aegis.
Yep.
Okay, nice pop. Cool.
Oh my god.
Nice hook shot.
He can't keep getting away with this, dude. He can't keep getting away with this!
I think Davi's okay. Oh, yeah, he's fine.
Can that they have such issues with that that BKB on the Bloodseeker though. That's the one big thing I'm noticing. It feels like Bloodseeker hits
Sure.
BKB to become invincible.
Available onto Joel. BKB. This is really deadly. Oh, Davi's alive again.
Every time he needs to get out, he just hits a billion miles per hour. Feels like they need to start getting some Rods of Atos or something. Still, unfortunately, it's going to come at the... Oh!
Possible. Sunstrike, he's dead.
Whoa.
Defense of the Ancients, right here. You don't even lose a tier 3.
Yeah, massive victory here. No two ways about it for Los Muertas.
Davi keeps surviving, dude. He's like 200 HP, runs back to base, comes back in about 5 seconds and murders everybody.
Yeah, they need to find some way to stop him from getting out. They need to just coordinate it. I mean, really, there's just no two ways about it. There's one skill they need to use on Davi. Just the second he comes out of the winner's curse, just lasso immediately. If you use lasso for anything else at this point, you're wasting it, I think.
Regeneration.
I know I keep hammering that, but it is very important.
Attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Oops.
Unfortunate, Davi didn't get caught. I'm gonna have to hit the back because
Yep.
timers are coming up.
Did successfully waste a lot of time. Very good performance from Mighty Midget this game, who, despite predictions and after a kind of lackluster week 1 showing, is certainly also finding very, very good grounds here. Lots of neutral falling out.
Radiant are scanning.
Radiant scanning out the triangle. Hopefully they send Bloodseeker to it now that everybody's going there.
Couple supports smoked here.
Yep, 3 and under club.
You're gonna run into Davi, maybe? Nope.
Nope, he's got those spidey senses.
Yeah. Very nice map awareness from Davi. They're all missing, so they're probably on me, is what he's thinking, and he was right.
So good and tasty.
Razor getting pretty close to Graves. Batrider has his BKB, his Blankest travels, nothing terribly surprising here. He's getting quite close to
Are scanning.
Octarine. Cheeseburger.
Yeah, go on Cheeseburger. He's likely dead. Yeah.
Probably didn't necessarily need the hook shot there, but it's probably
Short
fine.
cooldown.
I mean,
Yeah.
that just secures the kill at that point.
I think especially secure the kill and make sure nothing stupid happens on the way. Everybody on
Yeah.
Dire immediately trying to walk up to the jungle there, sensing a split in the Radiant, but
Smoking with the DD right now.
yep. On one hand, Dusty ain't having it. On the other hand, Mighty Midget.
Midget, might break it.
Yep.
What a hero.
And immediately blinks
Oh, what a
out.
hero. That's a pause 5 play right there.
Is it a feed? Maybe it's a bait.
Joel going for Lincoln Sphere here. Probably never the thing you exactly want to have to build as Finn, especially considering what's he going to put away to have it, but in this game, it's not the worst thing you can have in the world, certainly. I think I prefer a Lotus on somebody else, though, to be honest with you. If Bloodseeker gets ruptured, he's screwed, no two ways about it. And there it is, finished up.
Clock with the Heaven's Halberd recipe. Waiting on that 160 gold to finish off the halberd itself.
Bloodseeker trying to finish up, and Eye of Scotty here is quite close to it. Sven has opted to get rid of his Mask of Madness. I assume the idea would be to pull it out, either A, when farming, or B, once it's, you know, the ruptures down in a fight.
Smoke. With a haster this time, controlling this jungle area. Waiting for some poor soul to walk in.
Fortunately, poor Fulver not exactly what they find. Without Bloodseeker's presence, nobody is confident enough to stand outside of this D2 tower here.
Vision on the Necro.
Oh no, the hook!
Just missed the hook.
I don't know how much it matters.
Yeah, they got the follow-ups in.
Yep.
And
Alright.
that's a wasted size.
Yeah, I can't even buy and do anything now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Muertas is just having to play as defensive a game as humanly possible here. Feels like outside of Cheeseburger's recent death, it's been a while since anybody but Bloodseeker is outside a tower's range. And every tower that goes down, things just get, you know, the world gets a little smaller for these guys.
So Roche.
Clock
number
has a
2.
gem. I was wondering how Clock was so effectively able to get rid of these wards so consistently. That would answer that. You know, they're caught, so they have to hurry the hell up on Roche, but luckily they got so much damage that, indeed, he's just gonna completely go down there.
Guards just chilling on the ground.
Yep.
Sven will take it for himself.
Wants to make everybody buff.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Creeps did get all the way up to T3 top, but Bloodseeker just trying to push out side lanes as much as humanly possible.
This is what it's like playing. It's a good pause one. Like, games become tense like this, even when they should be very winnable. But, like, Davi is on the map, therefore they have to play so defensively. Or else, because, like, the last time they tried to push against him, he just clowned on them, basically.
I will say, I think this time it could be a very different situation. Bloodseeker's gotten more money, but he has fallen behind the Sven, and all of his other cores are just falling off the map at this point. I think if they force an uphill fight, especially if they're able to take anybody out early in it, could get really bad really soon. Take a look at the buyback status here. You can see everybody has it except for Razor, Batrider, and the Dragon Knight. So at the very least, they got a round to go through here, but
We'll go uphill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
trying really hard to just wear down the white Joel Birch here. Goodbye, Invoker.
Invoker. Oh, this is really big.
They get rid of the tree there, but
Davi. Oh no, he's getting away.
again, it just does not feel like, unfortunately for them, it meant anything.
Like,
They just have to stop lassoing the tree. There's no two ways about it. The tree just bought back and ulted anyway, so it was pointless.
nice popsicle. We'll probably delay this stuff a little bit.
Yep.
And again, the uphill goes south.
And again, I just have to keep repeating. I know I've said this a
The
million
ulti.
times. Ooh.
Just deletes Space Cowboy from life.
Again, I hate to keep hammering it. I would hate to sound like a dick talking about this, but like, seriously, they have to stop ulting Giraffe. They have to stop lassoing him. They just can't keep letting this happen.
It's pretty pensive about this fight though. Buyback from Calpus.
Just to make him go away. Like I said, mean thing to say, no two ways about it. Ulting the tree out lost them that fight with the lasso. Lassoing the tree lost that fight. They can't keep doing that. They have to lasso the Bloodseeker. They're just not going to kill him otherwise. It's been shown over and over and over again. I just don't know why Carp isn't doing it. Like, the tree ult sucks, don't get me wrong, but they can't do anything with it if the Bloodseeker's locked up in the lasso. And at this point, he doesn't have anything to do when he's there.
Radiant are scanning.
Sven finishing up Daedalus.
I'm just looking at this trade, right? Living armor off cooldown. They're top tier 3 at about quarter health. Not using the living armor on it.
Giraffe slander. Bloodseeker got himself an Atos, which is kind of funny. 14k net worth advantage now in the pockets of the Riki Blinders. You know, it really is. I just think the first fight where they lasso the Bloodseeker, they're just going to win. Like, it's just long and short of it, I think.
Well, the second fight where they lost him because he's saving buyback.
He is saving buyback, but in the time Bloodseeker's down, I think everybody around him would just kind of die, and if that happens, then the buyback doesn't really mean anything. Sven is killing everybody else on this team very, very quickly. He has finished up his Aelus. He's now queuing up a Hyperstone. Bloodseeker has the Gleipnir.
Moonshard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Bloodseeker just finished up Gleipnir. Clockwork is indeed going for that Lotus Orb. She could have a very big impact on these fights. There's a lot of very bad single target spells you just don't want reflected at you on that lineup. Probably chiefly among them Rupture. So like I said, if Bloodseeker gets ruptured, that's, you know, there's the other way to credibly kill him. You either lasso him or you make him rupture himself. That's your two options.
Oh, hey, look, there's the living armor.
You said that 2 minutes ago, so legitimately, probably.
Like, it's not even slander, it's just, you have a spell that's free tower health. Why are you not using it?
Giraffe slander.
Only repair kit was still in the game.
Yeah, there we go.
Joel's smoked right now.
Yep, ninja gear, I believe.
So Radiant. With a proper smoke.
Rupture popped.
Yeah, very random use of the rupture there.
He has charges.
Yeah.
So, okay. Doesn't mean anything.
Unfortunately, it's going to prevent him from being able to get through the Sven Lincolns if they choose to fight soon.
Well, yeah, I think the DK can do it. Because he has Halberd. Okay. No,
there you go.
Good.
Jeez, just think that's all it took. Dieback there on the Tramp Protector. That Rider is ruptured here.
Davi's 1v1ing Joel and winning.
Wow.
Dead. But
unfortunately,
Dusty's on the case. Dusty's on the case as well.
You know, a wise man once said, I think the second that they lasso the Bat Rider, they just win.
Less of the Bat Rider, yes.
Yeah, lasso the Bat Rider. I think the second they lasso the Bloodseeker, they just win. Bloodseeker down for 100 seconds. No buybacks available. I believe this is what they call over. It turns out...
This next has the play of his life, but...
Everybody feel like leaving the LD2 on Discord. Gonna glyph. Oh my god.
Or an MVP, this Clockwork player is.
You know, the good news is if they wait 66 seconds, they could credibly kill Sven, and then he's died back.
Cheeseburger is on the case. Okay, he's off the case, unfortunately.
Joel wants a few more Nautus on his KDA, and that's the end of round one. Victory for Riki Blinders. Kind of felt inevitable. Yeah, Davi played the game really well. Was a very slippery bastard that was very hard to contain, but unfortunately, the core lineup around him just meant they could really not take much advantage of that. While it was very difficult to actually kill Bloodseeker through the game, I do have this funny feeling that even if, you know, Bloodseeker did start just completely dominating, it's kind of hard to see them being able to, you know, get back at it, because again, you have two towers that you need to knock down on Riki Blinders. Between the Sven and the Razor, you have the Bat Rider you have to get through, you have the support's playing really well, and then on the other hand, with Muertas, you've got a guy who's scaled out of the game and a guy who was never in this game. So, let's see what happens in round two. Well, for those of you on YouTube, for those of you on stream, you'll just be watching a black screen for a minute.